All right, so there were two old ladies that were in church. One turns to the other and says, "I think my butt fell asleep." And then the other one turns to her and said, "Yeah, I think I heard it snore a couple times." Hey, lockdown part 2 workout of the day for Friday, last day of July, the 31st. Okay, this is a death by workout. You really need to pay attention to this, what my explanation with the video. That's why it says you need to watch the video. Okay, death by means you're going to set a workout timer for basically unlimited 1 minute intervals. Obviously it's not going to be unlimited, but 1 minute intervals. And usually how a standard death by workout works is you just do one exercise, and you start with 1 rep the first minute, and then you rest the rest of the minute, and then you do 2 reps the second minute, and you rest again until the next third minute, and you do 3 reps, and then you rest, and then you do 4 reps the fourth minute, etc. But that can take forever, okay? And plus, we're not going to do just one exercise. So the numbers to the left of the exercise indicate what number you start on for the exercise, so we don't end up doing like 20 minutes of burpees, for example, or 30 minutes of lateral lunges or something like that. So the first minute you're going to start out with 1 burpee. Now burpees take a while to do, so I timed myself, and I wasn't going at a super high rate, but just an average pace, and I got 12 reps in 1 minute. So it's going to be less than 10 minutes probably that you're going to be doing for burpees. So this workout potentially has, could take a long time, maybe up to an hour, but it could be a little bit shorter than that. Depends on how good a shape you're in, okay? So for the handstand push-ups or modified I would say for the handstand push-ups, maybe start at 1. If you're doing modified handstand push-ups, go ahead and start at 5 reps. Okay, and lateral lunges, you're going to start at 10 reps. And then twisting crunches, you're going to start at 20 reps. So 20 the first minute, 21 the second minute, 22 the third minute, etc. Single leg alternating hip pops, you're going to start at also 20 reps on the first minute. Okay. And then the shuttle runs, again, like burpees, is going to take a while to do. So it's 10 yards at a time. You're going to run 10 yards the first minute, and 10 yards down, 10 yards back the second minute, and until you can't. So basically you go until you cannot finish the prescribed number of repetitions for the minute that you're on. Okay. So I'm going to pause it here real quick. Hey, unpause. So what I did was, I've never done a workout like this before. I've done just a standard death by. Popular one is pull-ups. You just do the one exercise for, until you can't do anymore. So I tested it out, and how I tested it out was just the max reps I could do in 1 minute of each exercise, and then I kind of backtracked so that don't start at too low of a number. Lateral lunge. So, for example, burpees, I told you I did 12 in 1 minute. So you want to start out with just 1. You're not probably going to get up to 12. I mean, it's possible you get up to 12 in a minute. But remember, as you progress farther in the numbers, it's going to take you longer to do. So you'll have actually less rest before the next set, before the next minute. So, by the end, you're basically going to finish. Let's say, I was able to do minute 10, I was able to barely complete 10 reps in minute 10, and then minute 11, I have to start out right with no rest, okay? So I barely finished the 10 in 1 minute, and then I'm gonna have to start up minute 11, with no rest, and then I'm probably gonna go to, go to failure. So once I cannot finish, let's say minute 11, I only get 9 reps that minute, I'm done, okay? You're going to take a brief break. I'm not going to tell you how long to rest, okay? That's up to you. Don't take too long, but maybe a minute or 2 rest before you go into the next exercise, okay? I did modified handstand push-ups because I figure most people are going to be doing modified handstand push-ups, not regular handstand push-ups. I was able to do 20 reps. Okay, so I figured if you start out at 5, you can at least eliminate 5 minutes of, the first 5 minutes is going to be super easy anyway. You do the first minute and you have a whole minute's rest. It's not even really a workout, so it's kind of trying to eliminate that. Lateral lunges, I was able to do 25 in a minute. Again, not at like a super, super fast pace, but not lollygagging either. So I figured if you start out at 10 reps, you'd be pretty good there. Twisting crunches, I was able to get 43 in a minute. So I figured if you start out at 20, you'd be pretty good. So I mean, even if you get 3 rounds, that's still 60 twisting crunches, okay? All right, same thing with the single leg hip pops. I was able to get like 39 reps, so pretty close. So you start at 40 on that one. And then the shuttle runs, I think I got 13. Something like that. So I figured if you start at 1, you're going to get tired. You're going to slow your pace down. So you're probably going to do, less than 10 minutes of that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the exercise. I'll pause it again. Okay, so standard burpee. You're going to start by going down first. Do not jump and clap first. I see a lot of people doing that. Jumping and clapping before you go down is just a waste of time, doesn't count for anything. Okay? You got to hit the ground first before you jump and clap. So chest and thighs have to hit the floor. Okay, and then you can come up, raise your hands up above the head, jump and clap. You clap in midair, so have the hands close, ready to go before you jump, so that way you don't have to jump high. I see people doing this all the time. Okay, because their hands are way down here. Raise your hands up, jump, clap, make sure the body's in a straight line. How you get down, how you get up doesn't matter. Okay. As long as both the chest and the thighs are ground. Handstand push-ups or modified handstand push-ups. I'm going to demonstrate the handstand push-ups first, so we're going to pause it again. Sorry, I was trying to pause it, but I guess I didn't. So let's keep recording there. All right. So if you're going to have a wall that you're going to flip up against. Okay. You can also do kipping. Okay. And then I'll try to pause it this time. Actually hit the button. Pause. Okay, so if you have a box or a chair that you can get on, you're going to put your knees close to the edge of the chair or the box. If you have a box like this, it's kind of nice to be able to hook your feet onto the back to make sure you don't do a somersault coming out. You're going to put your hands about 8 or 9 inches away from the box, about shoulder width apart. Tuck your chin to your chest, so you touch the top of your head to the floor right between your hands. Okay, and as you press up, you're going to move your head towards the box. You're trying to go as straight up and down as possible. There's a couple other variations of that. You can do it in a pike position, so it's a little more difficult. You want your feet in the middle of the box. Okay. That, or you can do single leg. Okay. To be honest, that last one is about as hard as it is against the wall, so you might as well do it against the wall if you can. Okay, so going on to lateral lunges, okay? You're going to step out to the side, keeping this leg straight, keeping the foot straight. Okay, I'm going to squat down, I'm going to touch the floor right next to my foot. Come back up to the middle, step out to the other side, again, foot straight. This knee straight, squat down, stand up. Count 1 rep for each side. Okay, side view. Okay. Step out, and squat down. I'm going to keep my knee behind my toe. Okay, my hip's going to be way back, my heel's going to be flat on the ground, and then come up. Okay, common mistakes: knee way out past the toe, or the heel up off the ground. That usually kind of coincides. Also doing this. Okay, just bending down at the hip and not bending where we want to bend the knee. Okay, squat down when you do that, not just bend the back down. Okay, twisting crunches. The arms across the chest, knees bent. Okay, you're not going all the way up. You're just gonna keep the lower part of the back on the ground. You're just gonna come up, bring the right elbow towards the left knee. Back down, so both shoulders on the ground, and then left elbow towards the right knee. Going back and forth. Good. Single leg alternating hip pops. Okay. So one leg up in the air. I'll demonstrate this in person. Leg straight, this leg up in the air, hands behind you. Okay, you're gonna pop the hip up. Try to create a straight line in the body right there from the heel to the shoulder, all the way back down, butt to the ground, and then switch legs. And so the shuttle run, I'm just going to set up 2 marks, 10 yards apart. First minute, you run 10 yards. Okay, so start line to finish line. The next minute, you go 1, 2. Next minute, you go 3, 4, etc. Or 1, 2, 3. This is a little bit confusing, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section.